This baby lion was abandoned by its mother. When he woke up from his sleep, he found himself alone around him. Even the entire pride was far away from him. The baby lion didn't understand what he had done wrong. He hurriedly stood up and chased after the group. He climbed to the heights alone and looked out, searching for the direction of mothers and ethnic groups. However, all he saw was the monkey's ridicule at him. The baby lion continued to shout hard for his mother, but the result is still to no avail. At the age before weaning, when Hongyu pronounced the death sentence, fate didn't give him time to breathe. Some scavengers are already eagerly looking forward to it. The baby lion must get out of here quickly, because hyenas are nearby too, and there is more than one. Time reincarnation. Day and night alternate, and darkness means more danger. The mother monkey hid in the tree with her cub, and the baby lion is still alone and helpless. Can you survive tonight? Everything is full of unknowns and dangers. Suddenly he froze. An adult hippo appeared directly in front of him. Fortunately, his mood was still relatively stable at the moment, but the real pitfalls are just beginning. The road ahead has been occupied by big guys. Another leopard appeared behind him. Lions and leopards are long-standing enemies. If you find the other party's cubs, you will kill them mercilessly. What's more, it's a baby lion who's left alone. An instinctive reaction of animals in extreme fear. It is to shut down the body functions, even unconscious. It's called a syncope reaction. The cub lion seems to be waiting for death. The leopard stopped 12 meters away from him. Just as he was about to get rid of his competitors, a snake cat accidentally hit. But the leopard wasn't distracted. His goal remains clear. However, another familiar figure appeared again, driven away this evil-minded predator. In the face of this grumpy big guy, leopard, although I am unwilling, but I can only choose to leave to save my life. In a sense, the hippopotamus saved the life of the cub lion, but that doesn't mean he can survive alone. At the same time, not far away, a herd of subadult lions are hunting for adoption. Their hunting skills are not adept. It is also common to let prey go. However, the noise they make when they chase their prey, but it gave the little lion a direction. He came to this group of subadult lions, but these half-sized lions didn't welcome this little lion. And his mother is not among them. Staying with these guys is far more dangerous than being alone. He was needed like a toy. Because of not eating for a long time, even resistance seemed unable to do so. The little lion is so hungry, so much so that hallucinations began to occur. He climbed on top of a male lion, craving to drink a little breast milk. Obviously, this is impossible to succeed. Instead, he was bullied more ruthlessly. If it continues, his life will be buried in the hands of these kinds of people. The hanging lion staggered and ran away while calling for help. No mother can tolerate such behavior. The baby lion's mother finally appeared and took him away from this dangerous place. I thought it was a difficult reunion, but the bad luck of the little lion has just begun. The reason why she was abandoned by her mother is about to be revealed. In the blink of an eye, it was the morning of the next day. When the cub returns to the pack, due to prolonged nutrient deficiency, its body is already bony. His eyes were filled with a desire for breast milk. Looking at other species in the pride, they are all alive, are chasing and fighting together. There seems to be endless strength. Their instinct is to improve adulthood by tracking and wrestling. Proper skills and build emotional bonds in the process. Divide young class in intention and gradually become a real lion. And these important lessons, the little lion was far behind. To make matters worse, long hours of starvation. He could barely walk. Every step is extremely difficult. It seemed like he was going to fall to the ground in the next second. Not only that, these healthy kinds, just as agreed, all isolated the pebbles. The reason why this happens is, it's all because of the lioness taking the lead. In some extreme environments, the mother will choose the stronger cubs to feed, and those who are thin will be eliminated. Obviously, the little lion was the one who was eliminated. While the lioness is feeding the other cubs, the little lion crept around behind him, wanting to drink some breast milk. But my mother gave a very severe warning. He could only watch eagerly. My stomach is already empty. The little lion couldn't help it anymore, but when he just approached, the lioness reacted fiercely and quickly stood up. Without giving him a chance at all, this is an unimaginable scene. At this time, the little lion was extremely desperate. The mother gave up on him, but the little lion didn't give up on himself. But every time you are discovered, the lioness will rise without mercy, save enough milk for other pups, and the little lion can only continue to starve. Its survival is too difficult. It seems that living has become a luxury. But reality forced the little lion to continue to stand up. Because the lioness is advancing with her cub, the whole family doesn't have a relative waiting for him. The little lion could only follow behind anxiously. However, his pace was too slow. Soon left alone at the end. From a distance, the lions have disappeared. The little lion was abandoned again. Tragic fates are repeated. Even the mother is ruthless. His heart gave him up. How is he supposed to survive? The only way is to keep following. Such a process is painful. When the Stone group stopped to rest, Little Stone barely managed to keep up with the team, but he's still unpopular. Fate wouldn't even give him time to catch his breath. The lioness started again with her cub. The little lion's body is getting weaker and weaker. The lame situation is also getting worse. His pain now comes from injury and dehydration. Coupled with the constant long journey, his body had begun to stagger. Even walking in a straight line can't do it. The little lion's eyes kept fixed on his mother's departing figure. I'm afraid I can't keep up with the pace anymore. But my body gradually looks like the sky on the side. The companions behind him easily overtook him. Completely effortless. Despair, pain, and hunger are slowly eating it up. In such a dangerous situation, is there a miracle? Incredibly, the little lion who was about to fall down actually stood up tenaciously and relying on strong willpower to readjust the direction. What kind of perseverance and determination can keep this little lion going? He succeeded in creating miracles and rushed to the lioness while she was nursing, but the result hasn't changed. The little lion just rubbed it in front of him. The familiar movement of the lioness appeared again, abandoned and isolated one after another. Mothers are also making choices. If a lioness can tell which of her cubs is most likely to die, he will pay more attention, put it on other cubs who have a better chance of surviving. It's cruel, but not unusual. Lionesses always abandon their sick young children, but the little lion never wanted to give up. This time he changed his strategy. Stay alone and quietly beside you. Let the other cubs fill their stomachs first. Maybe this will get the lioness. Pity, even if it is to let the other person down his guard. However, the reality is another blow in the head. The little lion didn't dare to act rashly anymore. Choose to lie where you are and wait for your opportunity. I'm afraid he won't last long. He naively thought that breast milk should be asleep, so he got up quietly, slowly walking towards the desired breast milk, for fear of alarming any family. The mother's heartlessness is pushing the cubs step by step to the Silk Road. The road of migration continues. The lions are about to cross a dangerous river. All the cubs are led across the river by their mothers, and this little lion is left behind. When he arrived at the bank of the river, the pride has reached the other side. The little lion looked down cautiously. A crocodile has been waiting for a long time. The lioness seems to have changed this time. He was well aware of the dangers lurking in the river, and the little lion just wants to cross the river now. The lioness roared warnings and threats. But this weak, confused, and insecure cub, I just want to return to my mother as soon as possible. He doesn't want to be abandoned again. However, the drop in water level turned this slope into a steep cliff. Once he slips and falls, his life may end again forever. The whole pride just watched from afar. The little lion can hardly hold on. He was caught between a rock and a hard place. In such a crisis, the lioness unexpectedly appeared. For a mother, when the cub faces a direct threat from the outside world, it must be a strong stimulus. This is the closest contact with his mother since the cub lion was abandoned. With my mother's help, the little lion saved him and was safely taken to the other side. The waiting crocodile can only give up. The little lion can finally satisfy his hunger with some water. It was also the only meal in a few days. Although he can always keep up with the lions tenaciously, but the neglect of mother and family has disappeared from wandering. There's so much difference! The little lion hesitantly approached his mother. Can something change this time? With uneasy feelings, he gradually approached the breast milk. Every step is very careful. The trauma he suffered in his mind made him habitually afraid to act rashly. The little lion finally survived this day. This time my mother didn't get up and leave. He finally drank his wine glass and breast milk. How hard-won this rare meal is. Only the little lion himself knows best. This is also his hope of surviving. Mom seemed to have regained her confidence in him, although this meal didn't last long, but it makes the little lion have an endless aftertaste. He licked his lips. I can't bear to let go of a little milk. But his injury has not recovered. I still couldn't keep up, lost my pace. He was quickly dumped at the back of the line. However, a wonderful scene happened. One of the cubs stopped in his tracks. He's waiting for the little lion. Then the whole pride also stopped and waited patiently. This moment is a long-awaited moment. It is also the miracle he has created. The little lion's extremely tenacious willpower, indomitable spirit of never giving up, and broke the lioness's ship, won the recognition of my family. One day he will become a real lion.